everyone. How are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome to our seated flow. This is a support your systems class. Feels like the room is a little off today. It's always off in this loft. The ceiling's literally like this. And there's a train. So welcome to the L, folks. Have a good day at work. Welcome to you. All right. So I'm hearing that we've got some back tension, and I'm hearing we've got some back pain. So, first of all, as a health coach, what I want to say is it is valid that the frustration is there when you're struggling with pain. Believe me, I know. And so it is important for me to validate that you're uncomfortable and that you're frustrated. And both of those things are natural to feel when we're experiencing pain. The other thing that happens with pain is that often we want to either ignore it, meaning it'll go away on its own, or I've been here before, or we stop moving entirely. So both of those ends of the extreme for things like back pain are not the best strategy, because often if you stop moving entirely, you stop stimulating any support systems that are going to help you navigate through any pain, or maybe just support you as you're moving throughout the day. And on the opposite end, if you push through it, sometimes you end up in a boot. And unfortunately, my friends, I'm here for 3 more weeks. And I'm also on some steroids. We've decided to pack a punch. So I am on fire today. Day 2, my body's sensitive and I'm feeling it all, but we're here and we're showing up. So that's what I want to say about pain. Take it from somebody who left it too long initially. If you are experiencing pain, I do want to encourage you to go get it checked out. Go to a physical therapy screening. That's maybe something that's available to you. I know you're all in Canada, so I'm not entirely sure about the insurance situation there. But sometimes somebody looking at you, seeing a misalignment or something can be a little off. It can be helpful to have somebody else take a look at your body. Another option is that for any of you who ever want to have a virtual private session with me, I'm happy to do an assessment and look and see if there's anything that we can work on together. So you all have my email, coachjz@jennazaffino.com. Please use it. Reach out to me. Let me know if that's going to be helpful. But I do want to encourage you to get it looked at. This was a compounded injury that I just waited too long on, based on the fact that I had a lot of tools to work with, and unfortunately, sometimes all the tools in the world can't make an injury go away. Sometimes it's got to be rest. Sometimes it's got to be movement. It's just helpful to get another pair of eyes on you. So that is my thing, my little TED Talk for today. However, we are going to work on supporting your back in a seated position. So let's get to it. It's bothering me that I'm a little off center, so I'm going to move my chair over. I like to be right in the crease of the corner of the room. I'd like you to start with your feet pretty flat on the floor. I do have some ball rings off to the side, and of course some weights I'll check in with. Beautiful. Yeah, I get you, Tracy. I'm waiting for all the dates too. It is quite frustrating to just have to play the waiting game, but it's good that you are getting it checked out for sure. All right, let me go back just a little bit more so we're all in frame so you don't lose my feet. And let's begin just by sitting onto our sits bones with your back away from the back of the chair if that's possible. The reason why I want you to feel like you're really sitting up on your structure with your feet very connected to the mat, with your spine getting as long as possible. And then we're just going to take the hands to the sides of your ribs, the sides of your abdomen. And as we're here, let's take a couple of kind of deep but gentle breaths in, meaning you want to breathe as if you're smelling a flower, and you wouldn't into a flower, right? Allergy City. So as you're breathing, just think of smelling that rose or your favorite scent. And then as you exhale, just breathe all of the air out you're gonna feel some tension that happens naturally from the exhale, but without too much compression or downward pressure, okay? So let's try it as a 1, 2, 3 with a pause breath and an out 2, 3 with a pause breath, okay? Let's just exhale everything. Ready, set, go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, pause, exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep on breathing. Notice how your hands move slightly apart as you breathe in because your ribs are opening, and your hands move slightly together as you breathe out. Again, breathe in and breathe out. So based on the fact that you both showed up with tension, I want to give you a couple of things to think about today. We're going to get moving, but I want to teach, if that's okay. I'm pretty sure it is. So as you're breathing in and your ribs are lifting up and slightly out, I'm exaggerating here, and you breathe out and your ribs are reaching down and slightly in. Often this motion of the ribs is described as bucket handle breathing, meaning if you have a bucket right here, the handle lifts up, the handle lowers down. As you take air into your lungs, you can help that process by feeling like you expand and widen through your back and your front evenly. And then as you exhale, gently lowering those, and this bucket has two handles for this example, gently lowering them down. So let's take our elbows into our sides, palms facing each other. We'll start to warm up the shoulders again. We're gonna breathe in, 2, 3, and a pause, out, 2, 3, and just visualize those bucket handles. Exhale. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. If you need to go a little slower, be my guest. See if you can imagine that you actually have 12 handles on either side of your spine, 12 individual ribs. Can you lift all of them from the bottom to the top? Like you're filling up your whole entire torso with air. Good, let's go one more time. Leave your hands here, exhale, drop your buckets down, handles down. Let's bring your elbows forward and your hands back, open your chest, and then do the opposite. All right, so we've established some breath, and we're gonna move into what ultimately will be our flow. Adding some weights if you like. You can notice I have an ankle weight on. It's just really to balance out. I caught myself in the monitor on Monday kneeling on 2 legs, but really kneeling on 1. And so I'm just trying to give myself an opportunity to just really work on balancing. So it does help having a little extra weight on this side too. Good, bring it all the way down. Hold here, we're just gonna extend our right arm out and pull it in. Left arm out and pull it in. We're just exploring emotion, okay? Not emotion. You might have some emotions around this. But we're exploring motion of our shoulder in this position. We'll go 4. We'll go 3. Are you breathing? We'll go 2. We'll go 1. Good. Bring it all the way up. Let's reach overhead. Pull elbows down into your sides and repeat. So as we're breathing, think of when the bucket handles are lifting because of the motion right now, breathing in, and then breathing out. That can help. Why is this breath good for back? Because as you're breathing into your ribs, and as long as there isn't extra pain there, you're starting to just stimulate and lubricate some of the joints of your spine because your ribs connect right into your spine. So breath is one of the first and honestly simplest, most effective ways to work with back tension and back pain. Let's go 1 more here. And then bring your hands behind your head. If you need to bring them onto your shoulders for a different position, go for it. From here, we're gonna start rounding down, but before we bring our head forward, press your head into the back of your hands. Press the back of your head into your hands. And then bring your chin towards your throat. And you haven't changed your spine at all. You're just kind of tugging up on the bump on the back of your head so you can feel a stretch, almost like you're lifting your head up out of your shoulders here, okay? From there, once you've created length on the back of the neck, start to round forward. I'm gonna let my elbows drop and aim just beyond my knees. Just bringing a big curve into your back again. The objective is not to come into pain, but to come into a stretch if possible. How low can you go? Can you rest your body onto your legs and just stay here? When people teach seated yoga, they call this a child's pose. It's just kind of really nice to let your belly go for a moment and breathe into the open space on your back. So as we hang over, let's open up our back. Let's release fully. How's the back of your neck? Is it still long and wide? And release. Good. We're going to press the sits bones down. Bring your hands back to the back of your head. Press down to lift up. Press your head back into your hands as you start to roll up through the spine. Coming all the way up to the top, and then let's continue to lift your chest onto the ceiling, feeling the back bend, hopefully evenly on both sides, and then we'll come back to the front, rolling down. Chin towards your throat. Feel your elbows reach to your knees. Round forward as much as possible. And then go ahead and just rest yourself on your legs as much as you can. We're going to take 2 deep breaths across the back here. Think of working the back of your bucket handles. Let it all the way go. Sighing can sometimes help. Again. Exhale fully. Rolling all the way up. Take your hands to the back of your head. It never ceases to amaze me how much dog hair is in my life. I vacuum every day and it doesn't do any good. Lift your chest to the sky. Every time I go down to the floor, I'm like, oh my God. All right, come back to center. Release your arms down by your side. Side bend to the right, ear to your shoulder. Stretching open the left side of your neck, reaching as low as you like. Ooh, getting a little adjustment in the process. Now, build up your spine to the length, the height, the posture that you want. All the way up to the top. Nice high focus. Other side, over to the side. Reaching it down. Letting yourself just hang. Good. Coming all the way up through the center. Finding center. And let's go to the other side. Yes. Taking it over just as far as you like. Our objective for the rest of class is to keep moving, to keep breathing, to keep opening. And just to do that flow thing, yeah? Good. Bring it all the way back up to the center. Build your spine up. Left hand goes to the outside of your right knee. Right hand goes to the back of your chair. Gentle twist, looking all the way back. Good. And let's go to the other side. Tracy, you'll like this. I have a Zoom appointment with a plant specialist today to just check in with all of my babies. Make sure I've set them up properly for fall. I'm not gonna lose anybody this year. There's always something that comes in, but I'm pretty excited. They were like, let's go to the left. They said, you could book 15 minutes or a half hour. I was like, let's do the half hour. I have lots of plans. I'm like, woo, let's do this. Good, come all the way back to the center. I'll read your comment in just a second. All right, lift your right heel up, lower down. Lift your left heel, I'm not. Lower down, lift your right heel up, lower down. Lift your left heel. If you want to do these fun arms, you can. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Keep going, lift and lower, lift and lower. The dog hair, lift and lower. Joy's house got to be the same too with all those puppies. You're probably going to be finding hair for the rest of your life, unless they're hyperallergenic. Oh, my last puppy was. He was such a good dog last year. Flash is good too. He's just hairy. All right, let's march. Go right leg up, left leg up, right leg up. If you want to go back to the heels, you can. Good. And yeah, I forgot, you know, I am the best at telling other people to celebrate their milestones and the absolute worst at celebrating my own. So I want to point out that Joy pointed out that we have, I think it's 501 subscribers, which is so awesome. Here's why it's not a total celebration. You know, they always get you, right? So to move to that next level on YouTube, it's 500 subscribers for to be like a mini streamer or whatever. Keep going. But then it's like 3,000 hours. So I'm halfway there. We'll get it. We'll get it. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. We're going to step the right foot out. We're going to step the left foot out. Take your hands on the back of the chair if you like. Step the right foot in. Step the left foot in. A little faster. We go out and in and in. Out and in and in. But seriously, I think the 3 weeks more in the boot was what maybe did it to me. Maybe took the wind out of my celebratory sails, you know. Out and in and in. And last one here, and then we're gonna start on the left, opening left leg first. Out, in, out, in. Good. Out, in, out. Last one here, in. Let's start to tap the heels forward. I feel like I'm coming out of the frame, but we'll be okay. Keep going. We tap and tap. There we go. Tap and tap. You'd think I have markings on the floor to tell me where to be, but I always mess it up just a little bit. Good. All right, you're tapping your heels forward. We're gonna build a little bit of warmth. Not like there's not enough warmth. My face is just fiery right now. It's all good. Take your arms to the side if you like. It's a whole adventure. All right, we're gonna bicep curl as we tap. Tap, tap, good. That's it. Just getting a little bit of motion in our joints, lifting our heart rate a little bit. We're also gonna start reaching arms to the sky. Ready, set, here we go. Up, up, up. If you can't push up, then push forward, okay? We'll get there in a minute. Uh-oh, tap. Good, all right. How's the breathing going? How's your back? Is it wide? Is it floating? Is your spine floating on 6 liters of air? Maybe 3, do the best you can. Go 4, go 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're gonna go front, but then take those arms just out to the side. So you're working on a little bit of a diagonal, all right? Match that line with your feet. Good. This is just, I love adding these flows in because I know my autoimmune community is just needing sometimes some energy, a seated option. It's all there. 4, 3, 2, big breath in, reach up. Dive forward over your legs. Find that resting pose, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lift your chest, reach the arms all the way up. Open your heart to the ceiling. Come back to center. Big breath in, up. It's a little yoga, reaching. We might call it a sun salutation. Breathe in at the bottom. Lift your heart as you lift your arms. Arms overhead, little back bend, open up, reach, lower, all the way down. Let's do that 2 more times. Bring it all the way up. Send it forward. Stay here, breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your chest. Good. All the way up on the ceiling. Lower those arms all the way down. Okay, let's take our right leg up onto our right ankle, up onto our left knee. Just get a little stretch here. We're gonna take a lifted, lengthened spine and just hinge forward. Stretching and opening up the outside of your thigh. I've got a really big challenge for our hips today. It'll be doable, I think. She says, I think, right? Good. Stay here. All right, we're gonna slip this leg, if possible, over the other one, or just place it back down to the side. Bring your hand to the outer knee. Take a little deeper stretch. Twist, I mean. Twisting your spine. Yeah. Good job. Come all the way back to center. Unhook. Other side, up and over. Dancing in a chair. We gotta do something, right? Keep the mood up. All right, cross it over. Bring it here. Twist and turn. Yeah, Joy, I've been thinking about the message you sent me in terms of adding a little more to my channel. You know, sometimes I have to let these things evolve for my own confidence, but it's ready, I'm ready. So come on back. This year, actually 2024, because I can't do it earlier, I'm gonna sit my board exams for health coaching. So I'll be board certified, which is pretty exciting, and it's also pretty hard. But my goal is to just flesh out a bit more of the other parts in addition to movement, and to expand this channel a little bit farther. So I'm pretty excited about it. I hope you are too. We're gonna pick up a weight, okay? I am going to go with my 10-pound bala. If you're using a dumbbell, we're gonna be doing some shoulder work, back, chest. So just make sure that it's something, maybe a 5, an 8, a 10, something that is gonna be challenging enough, but not cause you to get up into your neck because it's too challenging. So think of a workable weight. Chances are, if it's something that feels not hard on the first lift, it'll be all right because we'll be moving through a series, and I think the endurance will get ya, okay? So gather up your weight, seated again right on those sits bones, and I'm just bringing my legs out to the side to make space. So our action is gonna be lifting to the chest. We're gonna row it in, pulling the shoulder blades back, opening the chest. But what I want you to just really be aware of is that you're not collapsing into your back. So we're gonna keep a lot of support front to back, a lot of length back here as we row, and really let it be a shoulder blade action more than anything, shoulder blade and arm. Then we're gonna press forward, and then we're gonna lower it down, all right? We're all ready with our weights. Roll those shoulders down, lift up through the spine. Here we go, lifting on 2, 1, 2, pull it in, 3, 4, reach. I kept my elbows out on that one because I felt like I could work my shoulder blades a little better. So you do what you want to do. It's perfectly reasonable to do this. I like the other way better for me right now. I've been working on my right shoulder. It's been a little cranky lately, so I really want to feel that it's working from the back. Good. Yeah. Lift, pull, reach, and lower. We go. Up, hold back, reach it forward, and lower. Lots of control, long neck. You know the rule. If at any point in time you start to compromise your form, sinking into your back, you feel low back tension, neck tension, jaw tension, check in, see if you can add some breath for more support. And if it ain't working, no weights or a lower weight is the way to go. Let's go. 4. I almost forgot about our hip exercise. Can you imagine? I did. Good. 3 more. Now, there's a lot of different, you talk to a fitness person, they're gonna tell you the quote unquote right way to breathe. I always go back to my grandfather, who was a World War II vet, who survived the death march in Bataan and Corregidor, 3 years of prison camp. And anytime I had a seemingly, insignificant problem, I was a teenager, rest, put your dumbbell down, your weight down. I would talk to him, and there was one time I was talking to my dad, and he was like, hey, your grandfather wants to talk to you. And I'm like, uh-oh. He said, what's going on? I'm like, oh, I broke up with a boyfriend or something like that. And he goes, well, are you breathing? And I said, yes. And he goes, well, life must not be that bad, huh? What's up, Grandpa? So I don't think there is a right way to breathe. I think there's advantageous ways to breathe to support you. Inhalation tends to expand, create space. Exhalation tends to expand or contract and create support. Use what you need. Remember that hip exercise I warned you about? Okay, do your best. No need for an ankle weight on this one for sure. This is about stimulating your tissues, okay? So we're gonna take our hand to the back of the chair. We're gonna just smile in anticipation. We're gonna take our right leg out, and our goal is going to be to lift this knee up as high as you can, trying not to collapse too much. Maybe it's an inch off the ground. And if you need to just lift your heel and make it a little more doable, let that be the thing. So the idea is that we're gonna internally rotate, so your knee comes across to the center, and then we're going to externally rotate your hip so it goes all the way out to the side. But we're gonna do it up, and then we're just gonna kind of move it side to side, internal, external, as we lower back down. I think we can get 8 repetitions in. That's my goal. All right, ready? Lift that leg up. We're going 1 and out. And then 2 is a little lower and out. Maybe not 8. And then 3 is a little lower and out. It's gonna be a 4. And then 4 is a little lower and out. Rest, lift it up again. 1, 2. An ankle weight is the real deal with this, but also I've been working my hips for a long time, so your leg is gonna be just as much weight as you need. Lower down. 2 more times. 1. Bring it across. We are stimulating and stressing the tissues just enough to provide some adaptation in our body. Good. Reach. And reach. Woo! And last one. Open it out. Good. Reach it around. I'm trying not to use too much of my hands, but I'm using them to support my spine as much as I can. Hi-yo. Last one. Good. And reach, relax. Hi-yo. I become a late night talk show host when my body gets strained. Let's bring it back. Drop it down. Reach your knee down. My grandpa, he was a tough guy, but like I just hit the jackpot on grandparents on both sides, honestly. And he was pretty awesome. He really worked to spearhead programs for veterans who were coming back from battle and had PTSD when there were none. So, you know, he always said he was a very service-based man, and I think that's, you can see, like, I couldn't not do service if I wanted to because it's literally in my DNA. So, all right, let's bring it up. We're gonna reach it out to the side, place your hands into your chair, sit up as tall as you can. Let's go for the other side. So we're gonna lift that knee up, bring it in, bring it out, bring it in, bring it out, bring it in, bring it out. One more time, bring it in, bring it out. Lift it up again, bring it on, whoop, bring it out. Nice and high, bring it in, bring it out. Now ideally, we might be doing this on something that's higher so we can actually work the hip in a lower range of motion, but this is a good entry point, yeah? I think it's fine. Good, lift it up again, bring it in, bring it out, bring it in. The mobility aspect with a little bit of weight, either with your leg or an extra weight, is just really great for us. Good. One more time. Bring it in. Bring it out. Bring it in. Bring it out. Oh, at my sister's wedding, we had this yellow butterfly. It was like the size of a bird. Good, rest all the way down, turn, and bring your knee back. She was all over my sister. When I was sitting outside of the little cottage we were at, reading through the ceremony, getting ready, she was right listening to the ceremony, and it hit us later. My grandmother's favorite color was yellow. Well, her favorite color was blue, but she loved yellow. And I've yet to see a blue butterfly. I know they exist, but not regular. So this one was like, she was right there, just like enjoying the whole thing. It was very, very awesome. All right, we're gonna do one more round with our 10-pound weights. I hope you all know that you're getting like the realest version of your friend here. I don't know why this platform is like, there's no filter. That's what it is. Roll those shoulders down and back, we reach up. We pull it back. But I mean, obviously, I try to be real in every situation, but I don't always have so many conversations with myself in front of a camera. So I would like to think that everything you get here on this channel is both authentic and imperfect. Yeah. What I love about our work is that it's just kind of, there's planning involved, but it's a lot of intuition and just seeing what the day brings for all of us, which I think is an easier way. I like creating for real human beings, not future human beings who might be looking to check a box, you know? So this is my way of saying I'm glad you're here. One more. Pull it in, reach it back, press it in, lower down. Okay, so let's go right again through those hip movements one more time. Where are we? Right on time. All right, so we're gonna take that leg out to the right. Ready, set, lift. We go in and out and in and out and in and out. Drop that one a little sooner than I wanted to. In and out, lower down, lift in and out. This is in lieu of our squats, by the way. Well, kind of. We're gonna get some bridges all the way down on the ground. We're gonna go to the mat next. Good. And down, lift, in, out, in, out. Good. Point that knee all the way across, reach it out to the side. Last one. Well, one more time, all the way through. Last repetition, here we go. Woo! God, the thirst that happens from these steroids is like a whole new level. So we're gonna get a drink after we do the other side. I will. Good, and relax. Let's open up that hip, send it back. Yeah. Woo. Come on back to the center. Okay. Last time. I feel like I look like I have a sunburn now because there's a lot of heat. Here we go. Across the front, out to the side. Instead of roid rage, I'm getting roid rash. Maybe? No? Does it work? One more. I'll be here all week. Relax. Come on up again and cross. So tomorrow we're gonna do another seated class, but it's gonna be a little more based on stretching. So I'm putting together a little flow that's like a little more like a yoga sequence, something we saw today. Good. Put it down, lift it up. Two more. How's that breath going? How are we doing? Good. Yes. Last one. Lift it up, reach it across. Sound effects are good. Last one, and relax. Take your stretch. All right, we're going down to the mat next, and we're gonna use our chair just a little bit. So let's take ourselves down there. I'm gonna get a quick drink. Awesome, okay. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, so I am a health coach. I tend to kind of meld my health coaching into everything else, and I'm gonna do a special challenge in a couple weeks called, I forget, it's called Support Your Hormones. I came up with a really good name for it yesterday. I can't remember what it is, but every fall I do a little challenge called Fall with Grace, and it's really a health challenge. We look at our movement, our sleep, our nourishment, and there's some classes that are involved in that and different things. So I'll give you all the info on joining up. Best way to find out about these things always is going to be to join my mailing list, okay? All right, so I will invite you to do this one. If you have a chair, like even this chair, you can kind of use it by pressing your feet into the back two legs and then using your arms here to round backwards. If there's pain in the rounding, then what I think I'd rather you do is work, on a bridge from the bottom to the top, so lifting your hips up in the air, okay? But if you're with me here, let's take our hands on the back of the chair. You can also reach them here or take them to the back of your thighs if you're not using a chair. Sit up nice and tall, deep breath in, roll back, and just feel the roundedness. And then use your arms like we did earlier, pulling back, feeling your chest lift and sit up as tall as you can. And then let's do it again, roll back. Good. You can even press your thighs slightly outward into the legs of the chair if you've got one like me, and you get a little bit more support from your outer thighs, which is nice. Good, bring it up. Nice high focus. One more like this, reaching it back. Good, and then bringing it all the way up. All right, so we've got some options. We're gonna go back and we're gonna do just a little twist, just to try to work through the segments of our spine. If this is not for you, you can again, don't wanna hit my head, you can press your hips up and do a little twist like this, and that'll work nicely. This is a little bit more of a strength move, so you just pick what you need. Hands can be on your shoulders. You can certainly kind of like work your way with the support of the chair, or you can take a weight. I'm gonna take mine like this. Try not to crush the microphone. So we're sitting up tall at the top. We're gonna rock back just off your tailbone. And just hold here for a second. You're literally gonna turn your sternum over your right knee. Come back to center. Your sternum over your left knee. Come back to center. And again, turn and center, maybe an inhale in center and exhale to twist. Good. One more each side. I know these are tedious. We are working on a little endurance today. Good. Good, and then sit all the way up to the top. Okay, now our goal is gonna be to go down a little lower. So you get to choose what that looks like for you. Maybe your legs go a little farther forward to counterbalance. Either way, let's try to go just a smidge lower than we did last time. So curl off the tail, go down to a place that's a little bit more challenging. Here we go, turning over to the right and through center, really concentrating on both sides of your spine, or of your torsos, moving towards the center to support your spine. Good. One more, and come all the way back up. Okay, we've got one more challenge. Pick a place you worked before that's workable, or go down one more level if possible, okay? Ready, set, sit up tall, rock it back. Try not to crush my microphone here. All right, this is the one that I don't like. Good. Yes. Let's go one more each side. Good. Last one, and then you get to lay all the way down on your back. If you've got a weight, you can let it go. And then our next move is gonna be on the chair. So, let's place your heels up on the chair bend your elbows, and we're gonna move into a bridge. So the first ones we'll do are glute bridges. That means just flat up and then folding down. When I said the hip work was our squats, this is the second part of the squat, okay? So open your chest, feel the support front, back, side to side. Kick those hips up, lower them all the way down. We're gonna do 2 up, 2 down. 1, 2. So you've got all that time to lift up higher. Press and lift. And lower, yes. Good. This is a great way to work kind of non-weight bearing. I guess I'm weight bearing on the ankle, but it's all right. That's not the part that's compromised. Just carrying your torso through, pressing your arms into the mat for support. Lift and lower. We're gonna have 4 more. I know. Here we go. 4 and fold. 3 and reach. 2 and lower. Okay, we are feeling it. Good. And lower all the way down. Pull your right knee in, hand behind your leg, just stretch it up, kick it up, and bend it back down. Stretch it up, reach your heel, lower all the way down. 2 more. Last one. Lower it down, let's switch sides. Hold on to that other leg, reach it up. Lower it down. And stretch. And lower. Let your back rest, your torso, your back of your head, no tension in the rest of the body. 1 more. Guess what? We're getting another round of bridges. Ready, set, lift. And lower. Try to take all the time you got, but if you need to take a little rest at the bottom, I know. Reach and lower. Lift and lower. Good. And up. Good. A little faster. Up and lower. Woohoo! Up and lower. 4 left, 4 left. 4. Moved a little farther away. There we go. 2. 1 more, 1 more. Press. And good. All right, hug both knees into your chest for a moment. Give yourself a little rock and roll. Keep your left knee in. Take your hand underneath your right leg and give yourself a little inner thigh stretch over here. Yeah. Pull it all the way in and then reach it out. Good. Okay, we're almost there, everybody. I did not set this up right. Let's quickly gather 2 weights. We're gonna finish with some chest press. I'm gonna use the 15-pound bala today. So it's just gonna be a light press up and down. You can choose whatever you like. 2 5s, 2 8s, 2 10s, whatever you're into today. This is just more a little mobility press to just get a little connection to the upper back. So I want you to feel your upper back flat and then reach those arms up to the sky and then bring it all the way down. I'm gonna bring my foot up here, rest it like that. Okay. Just taking your time, press right up over your shoulders and then pull all the way down. So your arms, if you're using 2 weights, they're exactly the same as mine. Reaching up, all the way down. Trying to play a little game with myself and see if I can get both elbows, both triceps to touch the mat at the same time. Almost. There we go. Sometimes you lower down and you feel like you're here. You want that chest nice and wide. Good. We've got 3. 2. And 1. All right, let's carefully lower that weight down for a moment. I'm gonna give you a little lower back stretch. So it's a thinker, okay? You're gonna take your feet down. I like to be on my heels for this one. Take the heel of your hand and work it right into the crease of your hip. And then press with your hands into your thigh. Let your back arch as much as it wants to, but just the pressure itself can sometimes give you a little traction down around your lower back. It's not a very visible stretch, but it definitely can help open up. Maybe one more breath. Good, all the way down. I think we ran out of music, so I think we're done. I was only gonna do one of the chest anyways, just to get us back a little oriented to the back of the body. So let's roll on around. Yee. Let's bring our legs into a diamond. I'm gonna bring you over so I can see. Hopefully that stretch feels good. Yeah, we love any exercise where we get to lay down, right? Just take a little gentle stretch forward. Yeah, okay, wonderful. Did you hear something? Did you hear a diagnosis? You don't have to share it on the chat, Tracy. Or did you get an appointment? Good, let's come forward. Let's do a little twist to the side. And then to the other side. Or did you mean you'll get a workup? Oh no, I don't know. I don't know. Good, give me a little chest lift at the top. All right, so tomorrow we've got a seated stretch. We're gonna go full body. Everything gets a stretch tomorrow. You get a stretch, you get a stretch, we all get a stretch. And then we are going to get in a really beautiful meditation. I hope you enjoyed the one last week. I'm excited about the one we are doing tomorrow as well.